What's going on, guys? Jerry Neutron here, back with a brand new video. Today on the review table, we've got this keyboard here from HAVIT. It is an RGB mechanical keyboard. Right now it's going for only 70 bucks on Amazon. So we're gonna check it out, see if it's worth the price, see if you should pick it up or save your pennies and buy something else. Let's go ahead and get into the review right now. So the first thing that attracted me to this keyboard was the fact that I heard it had an all-metal body. And once I got my review unit from HAVIT, I was not disappointed at all. It's got a full metal frame with this nice heft to it, which is a complete 180 from the cheap plastic keyboards I'm used to dealing with. It's also got a silver aluminum backplate, no top cover, which leaves the key switches exposed. I know some people will say, oh, well, they only leave the top cover off because it's cheaper to produce. And that may be true, but personally, I'm a fan of the look. Aside from that, you get a non-removable braided cable and some raised feet to allow you to adjust the height of the keyboard. Construction-wise, it comes with these ABS keycaps. Pretty standard, they're thin and cheap, so if you want double shot or PBT or both, you'll have to invest in an aftermarket set. There are no media shortcut or macro keys here. It's pretty bare bones in terms of functionality. You have the ability to switch between your lighting modes and 6-key or in-key rollover, disable the Windows key, and that's pretty much it. Which for 70 bucks is honestly not a huge deal to me. The keyboard uses Outemu blue switches, which HAVIT advertises as having an 80-gram actuation force. I don't believe that's correct. Based on some research I've done on the switch manufacturer website and Reddit, I'm pretty sure they're 60 gram. They also feel nearly identical to Kale blue switches, so if you've used those before, you can expect a similar feel here. And while we're on the subject of switches, I guess this is a good time to throw in a typing test. Try to ignore my extremely small shirt. I don't wear this in public anymore, but hey, since we're all friends here, there's nothing wrong with being a little comfy. But anyway, on to the typing test. Now, as far as the lighting goes, HAVIT advertises this as an RGB keyboard, and I guess technically it is because it does red, green, and blue, but really it's more like a 7-color keyboard. It's not an RGB keyboard in the sense that you and I would think, as there's no software and you can't enter RGB color values anywhere. All of the lighting functionality is preloaded into the keyboard and accessed through a combination of the function and backlit key. I'm just gonna go through all of the lighting modes so you guys can have an idea of what to expect here.
I wanted to make it take half that size, but the chances are it summarizes the feelings of the group. There is an unwritten code covering such situations. Why try to buck it?
All right, since you think it's so funny. Come back and tell you I'm ready.
A friendly attitude with a sprinkling of humor goes a long way toward winning the regard and cooperation of the class. For respect is a more desirable molder of behavior than fear.
And that's pretty much it for the lighting. I will say that if you're looking specifically for an RGB keyboard, I wouldn't buy this one. For just a little bit more money, you can grab a different keyboard that has much greater functionality, like the Poseidon Z RGB, for example. But if you just want something basic that has the ability to match your peripherals, then this definitely works. So all things considered, if you're looking to jump in the mechanical keyboard game, I have no issues recommending this as a cheap starter keyboard. You're gonna get basic lighting and functionality, but you're also getting an awesomely built keyboard, which is probably my favorite thing about it. It's a little on the heavy side, so I wouldn't buy it for travel either, but otherwise, it's a good option. Someday I'd like to see them release a more premium model with cherry switches, maybe some PBT keycaps, and software to allow for additional customization, as I think what they have here is a solid base, and I'd like to see them build upon it. All right, guys, that about wraps it up. Let me know what you guys think about this keyboard down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you enjoyed this type of content, and until next time, bye. See ya! But I never really went over what I thought about it, so this is the review. With the Pandora ATX, you essentially get a redesigned version of the original Pandora case.